Tell me. We talk about this colonialism, okay? In your view, is colonialism the main reason why Africa is currently behind?
Well, it depends on how I would attack that. First and foremost, I think that a lot of officially in paper, some countries ended colonialism in Africa in the 90s, maybe Namibia and the rest of them. But the system of repatriation, the system of moving raw materials, and bringing back finished goods, the system of capital flights, taking our money to Europe, the system of human brain drain, they call it brain drain.
Yeah.
It's still very much, very active. But that's one side of it. The second side is that Africa is not the only continent that was colonized by the Europeans. And as I tried to lay that emphasis the other time, even England or the UK, they were also colonized by
England. Scotland was not. Yes, England.
Yes, England. Thank you. England was colonized by
the Romans.
By the Romans.
Yeah.
Sometimes early 40s AD or so.
Yeah.
And these guys wound up themselves,
for almost 500 years.
Yes, for a long time.
Yeah.
For a really long time. For a really long time. And they were able to turn that into a blessing by galvanizing themselves and fighting back. But you must also remember that sometimes around 700 AD as well, you had Africans that they call the Africans that went to colonize Spain and Portugal.
Oh, the Moors, yes.
The Moors,
Yep.
that came to colonize and
Spain,
also did colonize Spain and Portugal.
The southern part of Spain, yes.
Also did colonize them for a good number of years, almost 700 years.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah,
for a long time, until they had to organize themselves.
Yeah,
and then push them out. In fact, there's also been rumored as well that even Scotland and England was at one time under the rule of a black man.
Well, see, in the Roman Empire, okay, there were different peoples who are citizens. Okay, I think the Romans had at least, I think, 2 black emperors. I think the one who lived in England, his name is SC, I can't remember. Yeah. So they had a black emperor. Yes,
you had lots of black kings who ruled across Europe from 700 AD to about 14 AD. So you also had that long reign of colonialism, taking place across Europe. But that's not even all. Up to 1945, China was still under Imperial Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole lot of other Asian countries were under one form of colonialism or the other.
Yeah, that's true.
So the answer is yes, and the answer is no.
Okay.
Yes, being that the structure that colonialism brought and made us feel like they are the big brothers and we are the younger brothers is still so much intact, and that system is still operational. We've not found a way of asserting ourselves, rebuilding from the ruins. We're still holding on to that excuse that they came to our country, they plundered us, they disorganized our local structure, and they did all of that. So that system is still on even till now, because we've not been able to develop our own system. We've not been able to develop our own economic order or our own local money, where we keep our own reserves, for instance. We've not even developed our mentality as a people. We're not even proud of our color, or of our heritage, or of our history. We don't even believe in ourselves that we can even do these things ourselves and survive without the West.
Yeah.
So that is, yes, it is a part of it. But the other side of it is that other countries have moved past it.
Yep.
They've accepted they've accepted that
the reality.
The reality that it has happened, and it's time to forge ahead.
Yeah.
All right. And so you have countries like China leading the pack for the new economic order, for instance.
Yeah.
You can imagine countries like China. I mean, I used to remember us watching Chinese films those days.
Yeah.
They used to produce
in the 80s, yes.
Content. Yes, they used to produce really poor content, you know. But we can't have that now, because Chinese have really grown. You can have the likes of Alibaba, for instance, challenging American Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, so you have what they call the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. That's also gradually building and has like 9 members, including India, Pakistan, Russia, and all of that. And they contain 40% of the world's population. Yeah. Putting their resources together to challenge the hegemony of the Bretton Woods economic order. When I talk about, I'm talking about the IMF and the World Banks and the rest of that. So yes and no, but I believe that Africans, we've just decided not to do the difficult job. Okay. And so it's easy to hold on to our very bad, and I even believe that the colonialism and slave trade and all of that has inflicted a lot of distorts in our self-esteem. We've lost our self-esteem, you know. So why I refuse to accept completely that colonialism is a sole cause, because I know it has its impacts.
Impact, yes.
Psychologically, culturally, and now economically. But why I said no is because we also have other parts of the world that went through the same process. Yeah. And they are finding their way out of this doldrum. They are finding their way out of this disaster. Yeah. You know, so yes and no. Yes, because it did affect our self-esteem culturally, psychologically, and the rest of them. No, because I think that we should have called ourselves again to a meeting to say this thing has happened. What did we learn? Yeah. What are we supposed to do to outgrow this? Yeah. You know, but we're just holding on. We're looking for who to blame, and that's quite unfortunate. Yeah.